Hey everyone, Clark coming at you live across a couple of channels. Wanted to just kind of continue my kind of internal promise to do a little more live on some of the channels, social channels or networks or whatever we have, platforms. Cool little share with you today. I don't really know how to see. Let me see if I can figure out how to find see comments and all that kind of stuff. Okay, there we go. Everyone tune in. Give everybody a second to get here while I get logged in to the socials. Yeah, probably gonna be a delay, so I'm not gonna watch that. Yeah. All right, so here's where we are. Today I am kind of creating some coaching lessons and creating some teaching modules around just growing your business. So that's what we do. We coach business growth for restoration companies. I don't normally talk hygrometers and moisture meters. I usually talk about how to grow a business. There are lots of people who are much smarter than me at restoration and drying and stuff. So there's a misconception that we learn from our parents, our grandparents, and everyone else. If you've read the E-Myth, you hopefully have dispelled some of that myth, that if you've started a business, if you're growing a company, your job is not to be the busiest person on the team. And that is so hard to manage sometimes. So there's a fable, a little story that is been told in the entrepreneur space for forever. And I thought I would share it with you. It's about these two lumberjacks. If you've heard this before, share this with somebody else. If you haven't, you're probably going to like it. So you've got two lumberjacks who are basically, you're supposed to split wood. And they're a little bit competitive with each other. Then one day they decided to settle a little bit of dispute on who could split more wood in one day. So who can dry a building faster, who can clean a fire faster, all these little competition things from all these alpha people that we are. So they wanted to settle this dispute. So what they said, let's, for the next 8 hours, let's measure how much wood we split each. At the end, it'll tell us who did more. Okay, so they get started. I'm talking swinging those axes, getting busy, getting after it, and just swing for swing, pretty much right there, just working real hard. One person's got a little bit of a advantage. Well, after about 45 minutes, the first lumberjack takes a break. He goes and sits down and takes a break. Well, the second lumberjack says, well, I'm not ready for a break. I'm good to go. So he doubled and said, I'm just going to double my output so I can get so far ahead, they will never catch up. Person comes back, starts working, blah, blah, blah. A couple hours later, same thing keeps happening all day. And we see these little incremental 1 hour breaks. Then we get to the end of the day, measure up, 8 hours is over. They look, and the first lumberjack had almost double the stack. And the second lumberjack was just perplexed and said, what the hell? You took all those breaks. Did you really rest and recover? Did it make that big of a difference? First lumberjack said, nah, during my breaks, I just sharpened my axe. So he worked smarter, not harder, doubled his output. And I think there's a lesson there for everyone. And the lesson that I'm writing and creating here is nothing that we haven't heard before. I just posted earlier, there's no secrets left in this business or this world of business. But the idea is, let's stop thinking that doubling down on our productivity is going to get us more of what we desire. Design a company, delegate, create a system where other people replace you. There's only one of you. You only have so much time a day. I will tell you, even in this lesson and just in this world, I know a bunch of you watching. You're giving up time away. You're probably working next week for Christmas. There's nights and weekends. just incredible time that you're giving up by trying to go work harder. I saw something this week that kind of made me write something in my journal, and this really hit me pretty strongly. Is if you have a family, wife, kids, husband, whatever, they're not going to remember that you were an amazing restorer. What they're going to remember is you're an amazing mother or father. And so, are you being as amazing as you could be? Could you go to their games? Can you be there when they wake up and go to school, and be there when they get off the school bus? Is that possible for you in your business? I know it is, but I need you to think so. So it's not easy. It requires, a lot of work, putting people, accountability, a lot of things in place. But at least it's not impossible. You just haven't done it yet. So I just wanted to share the story about the Lumberjacks. Wanted to see if anybody had any experience of that and knows anything about it. But so we got, Insurance Restoration Pro, get caught up in the day-to-day running of the company that I forgot to sharpen my axe. You are in the best position, I think that's Darren, to sharpen your axe. Don't you quit pretending, all of us, quit pretending that you have to wait till next year to do this for your business. Quit pretending that you even have a next year. I have a good friend and a restorer right now that's facing some health issues. Not a very old person, relatively young, scary young. And I think it's probably going to work out. Lots of times in the past, we can all relate to people who didn't get to fulfill their most potential. Anthony Edelman, we lost Anthony a couple of years ago. There's lots of Anthonys. There's lots of this person I'm talking about that you aren't promised tomorrow. So now's the time. I don't care how hard it is. I don't care if you think someone's going to judge you for it. No one cares about your business as much as you. No one's going to benefit as much as your business. And by the way, you grow your business not to get rich, not to show off, to buy your freedom to do bigger stuff, your big bang, the big promise, the big things in business, in life, and world that you want to do. So that's it for me. Not preaching, just reminding everybody that's watching this. The game you're playing is usually someone else's game. You're building someone else's castle. You're playing someone else's chess. Build your own. It's pretty amazing. I'm not all the way there yet, but I'll tell you what, I'm getting there a little bit at a time. Every day, every month, every week, every year. We're getting there. So anyway, that's all for me. Probably won't do anything tomorrow. Everyone have a Merry Christmas. Whether you're in Restoration Nation or this is going to YouTube, LinkedIn, wherever you are, just appreciate you being part of this ecosystem that we're in. Take care, everybody. See you.